Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Wedaways Getaways virtual property tours specifically designed to enable wedding planners and their luxury clients to scroll and find and explore the most beautiful wedding venues in the world. And today we're going to Mexico, one of our favorite properties, one of the most beautiful properties, not only Instagram worthy, but just memory making. This gorgeous Las Alamandas. Las Alamandas is represented today by Jose Garcia, who's the director of sales, who will also be the contact person for event inquiries. Of course, event inquiries can come directly to weddings@wedaways.com, or you can go to our website, wedaways.com, and search Las Alamandas in the beautiful Costalegre, Mexico, and send a message directly to the property. We will be CC'd, so we will always follow up with you. But today we're going to get all the information about this gorgeous, one-of-a-kind, most unique properties ever in the world. Thank you, Jose Garcia, for joining us.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you.
How long have you been working with the property?
I've been at this property for about 25 years.
That's all?
That's all.
Wow, that's amazing. So you know every nook and cranny. You could close your eyes and walk through the property and know everything about it, I'm sure.
Everything, ever since the beginning. I've been in this area of Costalegre since 1994. So I know all the properties around this area, but this is the one that I found more geared towards really the experience of a guest, being a boutique resort, full and full, with only 18 bedrooms and maximum 42 guests. What we really do is take care of our clients above all.
Well, I know it is a perfect property for a full buyout with the number of guests, 42 for a destination wedding is perfect. Of course, we can arrange all the transportation once they land in order to get there. I know you'll go over all of that. But the other wonderful thing about it is that with a buyout of this property, which is the only way to go, actually, they have full run of the property. So I'm going to let you share your screen and dive right in so our viewers can enjoy.
Let you know about a little bit about Las Alamandas, okay?
Yes.
So we're situated about 2 hours south of Puerto Vallarta and about an hour and a half north of Manzanillo. You can land to either airport, they're both international. And there's 3 ways you can get here. One of it is by land. You can get your own taxi at the airport, or we can provide transportation from any of the airports in our Suburbans. Or you can actually fly directly into Las Alamandas because we have our own private landing strip. So most parties, they actually do get their own private plane and they fly directly. It's a beautiful 25-minute flight from Puerto Vallarta or Manzanillo. So it's one of the best options that you have. Full luxury landing into Las Alamandas. Now, what do I think makes Las Alamandas special? There's 4 key features for me. We have 4 private beaches only and exclusively for my guests. So that means on any given day, I can have 4 couples in their own private beach without anybody being there. So imagine when we have a full buyout and a wedding and they say, we're going to have a beach party in Chachalaca. The following day, we're going to have another party at Soledad. And then we're going to have another party in Guatas. So there's a lot of beaches they can do. And then it's just going to be them. Nobody else. There's no public people. There's no way to get inside the property. We're inside the middle of 2,000 acres of reserve with only 18 bedrooms. So it gives you an idea of how big of the property it is. But it's just only 18 suites. Since we have so much land, we grow 80% of all the fruits and vegetables organically in the resort. That means no pesticides, no chemicals. So it's really farm to table what you really get at Las Alamandas. Like I said, we also have our own landing strip. So you can just fly directly into the resort. Those are my 4 key features of what makes us special. This is what the unique setting that you have. This is only an 8-acre shot of the hotel.
Wow.
1,992 acres of just green, beaches, sunset areas, sunset points, and places you can go running, jogging, biking, horseback riding. But all the installations are on the middle of your screen, all the 8 villas, 18 bedrooms. And below is all the installations, which is the front desk, the main pool, the restaurant, and the bar. That's all we have at the resort, so you can imagine how much privacy you really get at Las Alamandas. Showing you what really Mexico is. This is real Mexico. All the streets are very colorful. They either have a plunge pool or jacuzzi. This is the way when you get to a resort in Mexico, you're like, okay, I'm really in Mexico. This is colorful. This is joyful. These are exactly the kind of rooms you would get. All of them have oversized terraces, oversized bathrooms, king size beds. We have 2 rooms with 2 queen beds when we have children coming over as well. But there's also sofa beds in the rooms. Just give you a broad idea of how the rooms look. Each one is different. None of them are alike. Look at this view. This is when you walk in
Ah,
and you shocking pink, terracotta, bougainvilleas everywhere, lush green jungle, the beach in front of you, polished floors, jacuzzis. This is a great place for weddings. We do a lot of honeymooners, proposals. We get a lot of buyouts for family generation, multi-generational families coming over. It's a place where you want to be when you want to really disconnect from all the big cities. We fully renovated the beach palapa, so that we have a nice place where you can go and take a nice suntan, read a book. This is also serves as breakfast and lunch for all the guests. We set up a little picnic area here you see on the bottom left-hand side. So you can go and just eat a picnic, have a bottle of wine, read a book. So there's a lot of places where you can just relax. Our main focus for our guests is come here and relax. So when we have weddings, you have a lot of activities going on. So you can have people at the beach, you can have people at the palapa, but at the same time, they're all in an area which is pretty much close to each other. So no one's going to get lost during a wedding. The main pool is amazing. It's heated in case it gets cold for anyone here. I don't know why people actually want it to get heated, but sometimes it gets maybe 80 degrees and they think it's cold. So we actually had it heated up. This is our main restaurant for dinners. So people can have dinner here all the time because if you do it at the Palapa, it's kind of windy. So it's nicer over here behind the ocean. We have the bar. We have over 125 tequila brands. So we have the tequila certification for authenticity. When you order a cocktail here, you'll taste the difference because we have our own lemon orchard. So when you ask for a margarita, we haven't actually squeezed the lemon. We cut the lemon and then that's when we squeeze the lemon. So it gives it a real fresh taste. So that's also very organic drinks that you're gonna have here. So it's also very, very key point that I want to make. We have a gallery area. People can actually go if they want to do some work, in case they want to do a reunion, in case they want to watch a sports event. This place has high-speed internet. Right now, we're working on having internet in all the rooms because it has been petitioned by a lot of our old customers. So now we're gonna put Starlinks in every single villa. So now all the areas are gonna have internet. But for now, this area is the only one that has internet. So if you want to get connected, this is the place you want to go into work. But we don't want you to work, we want you to relax and enjoy a nice vacation. This is the rooftop of the gallery area. When we have weddings, this is one of the specialist places you can do to do a cocktail party. We're in the middle of nowhere, so there's no artificial lighting. There's no pollution, so the sky is really the way it's supposed to be. It's full of stars. And when you have the moon shining on the glassy blue floor, it feels like you're floating in the air. I've had so many cocktails here where people just say it's so amazing. Just sitting down and looking up at the sky and looking at all these stars. They're like, wow, I didn't know there were so many stars in the sky. We have a very well-stocked gym. We have free weights. We have a fully electric machines. We have all the stuff that you need for a gym. That's only for an 18-bedroom resort. I mean, this is way better than any hotel that I've seen with over 300 bedrooms. They only have an elliptic and a treadmill. So it's a great place if you want to work out as well. We also, by petition of guests, one person wanted a place to do their hair, so we ended up building a salon area. A person wanted a steam room, we built a steam room. Another person wanted to do a seaweed wrap, so you needed something with water, so we added up an area for any water treatments for guests. It's always about what the guest wants. It's not being imposed on them. Now, this is the most important thing, the beaches. Who doesn't want to have their own private beach? This is when we're talking, let's say they're doing a honeymoon. So you have your sunbed, you have your pergola, you have your palapa, you have your area. You take a picnic, a bottle of wine, and no one else has access to that beach until you call us. I don't know a lot of hotels in Mexico or in the world that have 4 private beaches that you can basically own by 2 people and no one else has access to it. Now, this is our orchards. One of the best things that you can go, you can see how we grow our fruits and vegetables. And you can go and say, oh, look at that pineapple. I said, okay, you want that for breakfast? We'll pick it up. You'll just take it with you, cut it up. You can have that for breakfast. Or you can grab a papaya and we can eat the papaya there because it's no pesticides, no chemicals. So it's super safe to eat. Activities wise, we have a lot of activities in the property. So whenever they're going to be here. So we have the beach palapa. So it's basically where we do massages most of the time because this is a nice place where the waves of the ocean or the music that you need to actually relax during a massage. I had people tell me that they've been snoring and that's what wakes them up because they just feel so relaxed. We have a tennis court. We've had a lot of people that ask about pickleball. So now we've actually made the line so you can have 4 courts of pickleball in this tennis court. And in the background where you see we had a basketball court, now we have a pickleball court for two. So we have 6 pickleball courts. I have a lot of groups that want to play pickleball. So we do a lot of buyouts now for pickleballs that now that we have it. So now there's another option also for people that want to come on a wedding and they want to play pickleball. They can do a pickleball tournament as well. We have released a turtle program, which starts in May all the way till November. All the turtles come into our beaches and they lay their eggs. We grab the eggs and we make sure whether they're male or female, and you get to release them 30 days later when they're born. So you get to name it, you get a birth certificate. It's a really beautiful experience. That's something that if you are here during those days, we always tell our clients we're going to release turtles. They're always amazed in seeing how we always release them at night because there's less predators. You can go mountain biking, you can go running, you can go walking, you can go sightseeing, bird watching. We have a river that crosses the property, so you can do a river tour. You can go fishing at the lake, which is amazing. I always say whenever there's a father and son and they want to spend time together, hey, why don't you go fishing at the lake or at the river and just talk to each other? And they're like, okay. And then they go and they come back so happy because he was like, I never knew stuff about my son until I actually had time to be with them. So it's little things here and there that make a place special. There's also horseback riding. Like I said, if you want to go horseback riding on the beach, we have 6 beautiful horses that are really tame in case you don't know how to ride very well, but they also gallop if you want to. This is our lake. It features over 256 bird species that migrate through this lake. So we have a lot of bird watchers that come to see the migration of the birds. You can also do kayaking. You can do also, like I said, fishing in the lake, and it's right next to the orchards because that's the way we maintain the water. Beautiful sunsets. A beautiful place for wedding proposals, honeymooners, people that just want to get away and watch the sunset in the middle of the ocean. There's nothing like it. Even the picture doesn't make it justice because the sky, if you see it with your own eyes, it's yellow, purple, pink, orange. It's just so romantic that once you see it, I mean, there's no way the woman's gonna say no.
I love it.
And we're also a very pet friendly resort. I mean, we got so much land. People like to bring their pets along. They're always super well behaved and they run around because they've never seen so much places to go around and nobody says anything. So we have their own beds. They have their own little menu. It's a great place to also bring your loved little friends with you. Now going into weddings. So Las Alamandas is a great place for weddings. A place where you want to have a wedding for between 40 and 50 is the maximum that I've had staying at the resort if we use the extra beds and sofa beds. I've done weddings for about 200. The other people stay in a nearby town, let's say Punta Perero, which is about 20 minutes away, and they just go and sleep there and come back. Just like any other wedding, you do need someone to help you out. We don't have all the material. So like say if you work with Wedaways and you get everything done, they can organize it and fashion it to any budget because one of the biggest things in weddings is what's the budget? What are the color themes? What are the flowers? I can help out as much as I can, but we always recommend to have someone helping you out, which is much easier for both us and themselves as well. Because like I said, it all depends on what people want, what kind of decoration, and what's their vision for their wedding.
You know, you have a floral company that you recommend, and we have all of your list of the vendors that you refer, but it just so happens that the vendor that you refer that we've worked with on your property previously is in Los Angeles this week, and I'm having afternoon drinks with him today. He flew
Okay.
in from Vallarta. So it's very interesting. You know, we have all of the referrals and all the connections for all the wedding planners that want to bring their clients here for their wedding or clients that want to go directly. We highly suggest a wedding planner, but just so you know, we do have the platinum lists of the referred vendors and they are fantastic.
Just showing you a couple of images of weddings. I mean, we don't have a lot because most of our clients don't want us to take pictures of their weddings. So it's kind of hard to have a database. So these are like pictures that we took of a certain events that we made for a certain bride and groom that they might like. Things like this, I mean, kind of views that. I mean, just sitting down. It was an 18-person wedding that came from Japan and this is what they wanted, kind of what they envisioned. I showed them the picture. Sold, and that's the way we did it, you know. This is a wedding that's what I'm talking about. People came all the way from Japan because they wanted a place to actually be in nature.
So beautiful. And I want to thank you so much for sharing. One of the things I want to share with our viewers is the fact that because this is a boutique resort owned privately by Madam Isabel Goldsmith, she responds, as Jose mentioned, to whatever the specifics that a guest will bring up that they feel could enhance the property and enhance their stay because they definitely want to come back. Because it's individually owned, they're able to move and make decisions and make changes and upgrades right away, which is fantastic. And that translates into the guest experience when you do a buyout for a wedding. The response is just as fast and just as detail oriented. Not only do the weddings look amazing, the guest experience over a 3-day period is so customized because, as Jose also said, one day you can have a horseback riding experience for up to 6 guests, let's say, and then at the same time, some people can go fishing. At the same time, they can go on a nature walk. On the same time, they can have a cooking class. You can create with your planner all kinds of activations that will make the experience so unique, which is unlike the experience you will get at a larger resort. No wonder you've been there for so many years.
At the end of the day, I have registered maybe 60% of my clients are repeat clients because of that. Because once they get here, and I always tell them, imagine this is your house on the beach where you don't pay maintenance, you haven't bought the land, you don't pay staff, you only pay when you come. And we always know their names. We know everyone's names because they've been here so many times. We know what they like, what they don't like. And like I said, the very important thing, there's no red tape. Let's say one of my last clients that was here, he was like, okay, I need a machine to work out doing this kind of things. Okay, so we bought the machine. So when he came back, he was like, you actually bought it? I said, yes, we listened to what you said. We've had other clients that when they wanted pickleball, as soon as I told Ms. Goldman they want pickleball, she's okay, we'll do 2 courts for pickleball, another 4 courts on the tennis court. Done. So it's just like that. It's always making sure that the guest experience is better. And if that helps out other guests in the future that come back or to come for the first time, it's always that small little touch of boutique.
Jose, the property is so gorgeous. And I would like to share with our viewers that if they go to wedaways.com and look up Las Alamandas, you will see the brochures that are provided if you request information on a wedding. They're right there on the website. So you have no problem. You can just go right there. We've got a full gallery of images that show off everything and more of what the property offers. And again, you can reach out directly to wedaways.com. You can reach out directly to the property. You have a messaging tool on the actual feature. And I mean, I love the idea that you can actually land in one of the 2 main international airports and then fly privately into the resort with your own landing strip. That is a very cool way to arrive. And not a lot of places in the world can you do that outside of Africa. So, I mean, I just love the fact that you've got that available.
Any questions they might have, they can also email me, email you. Everyone's unique, so whatever they need, we're always here.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for all of you viewing either on YouTube or on our platform, or whether you've received this in a newsletter. We're delighted that you joined us. Please check out our other amazing webinar virtual property tours. Again, the full collection is on the site and on YouTube. Please make sure you check out Las Alamandas, Paradise Found. Thank you, dear Jose Garcia, and we hope to see you in person very soon.